Yo, hey guys, Ken Perryman here, and I'm back again with a really cool product for the Jeep, for Blue. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Let's see what's in the box. What do you get in the box? Okay, step stool engaged. All right, so let's see what's in the box. First and foremost, left and right attach points and a bag full of goodies. I say that because I don't know what's all in here yet. Some weather stripping pieces or protective foam pieces, probably for the parts that attach to your vehicle. You have your end caps that go on the end of your crossbars and some hardware and a little wrench. Keep the bubble wrap on to protect Blue, and yeah, that's pretty good looking. It's got a nice little rubber boot here, got a nice little clamp point there. You have the ability to loosen this up to get yourself some freedom. And then these are the squared nuts on top that you'll slide, I'm sure, the cross members on too. As I kick the stool underneath the Jeep, this should, as an example, I don't know if you can do it while it's still attached. You might have to take it completely off. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to. Okay, so that'll slide in, and then you'll take this and clamp it in. That looks like how that's supposed to go. Sure as heck don't have a whole lot of real estate here. I will say that these are very well put together. Minimal scratches on these guys, and you have basically two sets. All right, so we're gonna do two things real quick. Number one, I'm gonna put on some good work gloves. Love these gloves. These fit me just great. They got good grip to them, better on the fingers, and they're still very flexible to be used. While we have all this stuff ready to go, let's talk about more what's in the box, which are your rails, cross members, load supports, whatever terminology you wanna call these guys. And there they are. They do have some slats. They do have a groove. You can leave this little groove piece in. There's a piece that will slide in and out. I'm thinking that if you ever decide that you're going to attach things to it, you can take this out. I think this is just to prevent wind drag and wind noise, whistling, but you can take these out and then use this groove to latch other things onto this. So in this case, I'm not going to latch anything onto it at this moment. And bottom section right here is where these pieces will slide into. And let me show you real quick. And there it is. Okay. And that's all without looking at the instructions. Let's go take a look at the instructions real quick, like. All right, 2 pages worth. Installation and safety tips. Okay, cool. So there's an orientation for the crossbar to be placed, and it is a teardrop design with the shorter taper going towards the back of the vehicle, smaller taper, almost like an airplane wing. Safety tips. So let's go ahead and go look at the instructions. Yep, so we slide these in upside down, lock them down, install the end caps, loosen the screw with an Allen key. Okay, one of the main points here is you don't want to install this on this. This is part of your freedom panel that'll pop up. You don't want to install it to this. You want to install it from here, back. Okay, sponge pad, interesting. C and D, track, back, crossbar length. As a distance, the track, CD, crossbar, cut the sponge pad, corresponding thickness, and at the truck accordingly. Sealing work can effectively reduce wind noise. Okay, I got you. I know what they're talking about. Okay, so there's that channel I showed you that's underneath that the clamps lock into. There's gonna be some excess showing. So you put the foam pad over the top of that hole to reduce the wind noise and the whistling that you'll get from those bars. Okay, interestingly enough, there's going to be a bit to this. Front crossbar, rear crossbar, yeah, they're shaped the same way. 2-door, 4-door, 178 7 inches. There's a chart down here, and I don't understand what that chart is trying to depict. 2-door, 127 millimeters or 5 inches. 4-door is 178 millimeters or 7 inches. Is there 7 inches of overhang? Truck, 76 millimeters or 3 inches. Is there a lot of overhang? All right, let's figure this out. What I want to do first is find the socket that will fit all of these sizes, and we'll get to installing. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yes, 12 millimeters to make sure. Yes, 12. Okay, good. So at least they were smart enough to run this through. Okay. All right, guys. More time setting up than anything. Just a hand tight, right? How much do I stick over there? That's interesting. I don't stick over very far at all. I need to give it some love. So I need to put you in the gutter, and I need to get you somehow attached. Give you a little bit in here. Go ahead and work on that other side. All right, my intent is I'm gonna put my wrench over here. I gotta get some power to you. All right, so back to what I was doing. Let's get the tape measure. I'm gonna start over here, and I'm gonna go to 5 inches from the back. So what I wanna do is I wanna lock down the position first. 5 inches back, and put the other one about yay, possibly 5 inches back. Okay, so now I can lock down the clamps. Okay, that is locked in, and I do know that this overhangs ever so slightly. Give that pull back a little bit on this side. Let's get back over to the other side. Don't think that's gonna move anywhere. Lastly, go ahead and figure out how much we got sticking out. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna be very scientific, is it, Ken? But I can definitely tell it does need to move in ever so slightly. Oh, yeah, because I put the wrench down. I'm gonna do the other side first because I am pretty much in position. This stool does help out. If you have side steps, it'll work, but the stool definitely works. There isn't much tightening either. They lock in pretty good. Okay, all right. Now put the caps on, the end caps, and then work on some of the weather stripping. Usually the way you do this is left and right is based on the vehicle. Left side, please tell me I can at least get these guys off. Now they're on plastic, so nope. I know it's extremely cold for Georgia, it's 40 degrees, but you should be able to get these off. Now the easy fix to this, little WD-40 will knock it out. Small little razor blade, something maybe to scuff it off, but be careful, you don't want to scuff the plastic too much. But there you go. Little snap legs in there that'll allow this to lock into a lip, it looks like. So this should go in. Wow, such a solid feel to it. I think we're gonna need to get the persuasion tool in here. Let me make sure that this isn't correct. Absolutely not. Good, good. I did do it right. Okay, so I'm not totally crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the persuasion tool. Give it a little love. Don't go crazy, y'all. Make sure you're all where you're supposed to be. Now that's like solidly mounted there. Wow, that is so close, y'all. So close. There we go. Finally. There it is. Locked on, gapped on. Looking good. Go do the other side. Oh yeah, this one went on a whole lot easier. Yep, that's it. We are locked in solid. Okay, all right. We're going to go ahead and do the second half, the second crossbar. And I think I should put that probably about here. Put you right about there. Okay, that's what we'll do. And if I didn't show you, here's what they look like. And there's that wonderful label. That will face and probably be okay. That's up, so good enough. Set that on the shoe so I don't damage anything. We're gonna go ahead and jump ahead. We've learned our lesson the first go. There we go. Let's get her a little love in there. Get her to where she can still slide a little bit. That is gonna be where we want it, I think. Yeah, okay. So what I need to know is, how far is it? All right. Okay, right there. That is, idiot, it's 2'11". All right, 2'11". Let's go get the other guy. Tell you what, they do put a lot of bubble wrap on these things. All right. Oh, wow. Way off. Okay, so I need to be way over here. Okay, 2'11". On the money. Okay, now let's get to cranking you down. That's solid. All right, so what I need to do is confirm the amount that's sticking out after I tighten these guys down. Okay, that is about right, actually. All right. All right. Let's go get the other side. Oh, wow. So guys, they didn't tell you this. There's actually extra caps just in case you break them. One of each. Okay. Oh, that's the noise I'm hearing. Yeah. Yep. I got the persuasioner. Wait a second. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I looked at that. And it makes sense that if that one up there said left, this one should also say left. No. Go around taking photos. Go and be happy. Okay. Almost made it. Now I know what they mean by possibly breaking these things, because yeah. There we go. If it don't fit, force it, right? Okay. Wow. Now, last but not least, we have to put on our noise reduction. And that will require some tape. I don't know if I have any scissors out here. I'm gonna have to do this on a wooden block, which is fine. Honestly, I should cut them all the same length, but I'm not sure if this one is right. There we go. Then maybe we can do this one to about yay. Seems to work. About yay. This probably will work. Ah, that did work. Okay, let's get on these. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. I got more pads in there to do it with. We'll see how this one goes. Oh man, I got this. Go dogs. All right guys, so there they are. Fully attached, locked into the top of the Jeep. Plenty of clearance. Now the only other test I have, which I'm sure I'm gonna be good with, is can I put this as it is, will fit through my garage. I'm almost sure it will, because those flags were just maybe an inch or two too tall. So I've got plenty of room to get this low profile style of rack on there, and it will work as I need it to. Can I put a roof rack on there? Can I put something else on there and still get into my garage? We'll worry about that when we cross it. But right now I have a setup where I can use these to lock on and load on anything that's modular to fit that. This is gonna be great. These things are awesome. They're easy to put on. I let my video recorder go for the entire time, and it's sitting at 62 minutes. And I spent a lot of double measuring, double checking, looking at a few other things. So in short, I think you could probably put this on after realizing how this is gonna go on. You could easily get it under an hour. I would say probably 30 minutes. You could probably knock these out. And it's not too hard at all. And as you saw, one person, two people, even quicker. But with one person, yeah, you can do this very simply. And then you just put other things on top of it. So guys, I hope this is helpful for you. I do appreciate your time, and I'm out.